my channel. Pardon my appearance. So it's the very end of the day. It's been a long day. I'm not wearing any lip color. I may have just eaten a cheeseburger with a lot of onions, so I'm saving you the distraction. Today we are here with a first impression, and I clearly had to do this first impression on a day where my makeup looks like this, because we got to see if this stuff works, right? So this is what I look like when I'm ready to take off my makeup. And I do have to say, while I'm not a fan of first impression type reviews because I don't think they're fair, I also think there are certain products that you just know from the start if they're gonna work or not. So a little frame of reference, I am a fan of cleansing balms. I was the non-believer. I thought it was an unnecessary extra step. I thought your face would never feel clean after using a cleansing balm, and boy, do I love being wrong. So my favorite cleansing balm of all time is Green Clean from Pharmacy. You can get it at Sephora. It's a little pricey. I also like Clinique's Take the Day Off. That one is kind of like my vanilla ice cream. It's my go-to. I know it's not gonna let me down, but it also doesn't like knock my socks off. So two of you lovely pandas reached out to me on Instagram and told me that my favorite eye makeup remover brand, Pond's, had a cleansing balm. So you better believe that very same day I marched my butt to the store and I got it for myself. It is a $10 cleansing balm, so it's cheaper than my two other favorites. It has 3.3 ounces of product, so it's not too bad considering you only need a very small amount. Now here is my thinking process. With cleansing balms, I look for a few things. The first thing that I look for is the ingredients. Wait for it. The second thing that I look for is how it feels on my skin. Is it something that's going to easily wash off? There are certain cleansing balms that apply, they're really nice, they feel good, but afterwards they leave your face feeling very sticky or very oily. There are others that turn into a cleanser and immediately wipe off your face or wash off your face. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. And then the last thing is, do they actually remove all your makeup? Because how many times have you cleansed your face and then you go in with your beautiful, amazing, downy smelling towel and boom, there's makeup all over it. So that's why I think this is a valid first impression, because I'm gonna know right away what the ingredients are. I'm gonna know right away how it feels once I rinse my face. And then I'm also gonna know right away if it actually removed all of this chameleon makeup that I'm wearing today. So a couple of things before we get into the very first raw first impression on this thing, whether I know I'm gonna love it or hate it. The very first thing is the number one ingredient in here is mineral oil. My two other favorite cleansing balms, they don't have mineral oil. So the number one ingredient on here is mineral oil, which isn't good for the skin, but all of that aside, because I put a bunch of things on my face, in my body, everywhere that aren't good for me. Aside from that, mineral oil is very difficult, very challenging to remove from the skin. It's just impossible to get the greasiness off, so fingers crossed. And then the other thing is, the indications on this package don't say that you need to follow up with a cleanser afterwards. A lot of cleansing balms turn into a cleanser, I mean like a soap cleanser, not just a makeup remover. So some turn into a cleanser. I don't know if that's the case with this. Considering it has mineral oil, I doubt it, but again, I don't want to speak out of turn. And then other cleansing balms indicate that you need to follow up with your favorite soapy cleanser. So this one says, hey, wash off your makeup, make a little balm, warm it up, spread it out, rinse it off, and you're good. So I'm not gonna do that because I don't do that even with my other cleansers. But just in case you were wondering, and if you want to see what it looks like, here's a close-up. So we're gonna go to my bathroom and we're gonna try this out, see if we're gonna hype this product up or not. I'm a little nervous. So who's pumped? We're gonna go over to my bathroom and we're gonna try this out together for the first time on camera. I cannot wait to see what I look like with makeup melted all over my face. So forgive the echo, and also forgive that you're gonna be a little bit in a reverse reflection because I'm looking at myself in the mirror through the camera. It's really weird here. We have sort of some Inception Matrixy stuff happening. So that's what the container looks like. Isn't that pretty? I mean, this is one of those things that I would buy just for the packaging alone. And then the inside, It kind of looks like the Clinique one, so nothing too impressive or different. I mean, green clean. Let me show you guys. I have it right here because, you know, it's my fave. Oh, there's some liquid lipstick left over in there. Whoops. So that's what that looks like. So what I'm gonna do, just to be practical, is I'm gonna take this little spatula that's in here and use that in the Pond's. I like how I like showed it to you so you believe me that that's what I'm using. You would know because it's not green, okay? I usually take about this much on the little spatula. I'm pretty sure that's too much from what you actually need. The feeling of this already feels different than other cleansing balms that I've used. This feels a little bit more like Vaseline, where others feel like coconut oil, where it's a little stiff and then it warms up and just basically turns into an oil. So let's see. It smells really good. Going in on the eyebrows, going in on the eyes. This is the scary part because, you know, this could get inside your eyeballs, or it could burn, or it can make your vision cloudy. My best friend Sam's like, I don't like using cleansing balms because my eyes get blurry. I thought it was the cutest thing she's ever said. I was like, oh, okay. So it basically melted off my mascara completely. I don't know if you guys can see. The mascara just chipped off in chunks, completely fell off my lashes. The eyeshadow is completely gone as well. Oh my gosh, this is like the best I've ever looked for you guys. Can you get that? You should screenshot this. Look at that, how amazing do I look? It doesn't burn, it's inside my actual eyeballs and it doesn't burn. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wet it, see if it turns into a cleanser. Fingers crossed it does. All right, so here's a preliminary verdict. It doesn't turn into a cleanser. I rinsed it off completely as much as I could without anything except water. And that's kind of like the leftovers that you see. So this would come off with just a regular eye makeup remover pad, which is usually what I use. But you can tell there's still a lot of residue. I don't know if you can see the shine on my skin. I didn't dry my skin completely, but that shine is all from the residue of the balm. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go in with my cleanser and my eye makeup remover and do what I would do normally and see how my skin feels afterward. All right, you guys, so I had to use cleanser twice. I felt like my skin wasn't that clean after the first cleanse, so I went in the second time and now my face actually feels like there's nothing on it and I can prep it for bed, whether it's my glycolic acid or an overnight mask or whatever I decide to use. But before, it still felt like it wasn't fully clean. I like my skin to feel naked after I remove my makeup. And after the first cleanse with my cleanser, I used Purity Made Simple from Philosophy. It wasn't until the second time that it felt just actually clean. So we're gonna go back to my studio. We're gonna do final thoughts and let you know what I think about this little product. All right, so a recap and some final thoughts. While this is an affordable $10 product, the way that I look at it is the bigger picture. That's me. I always look into the future and the bigger picture. How does this play a role into my life? It's $10, but if every time I use it, I'm gonna be using my cleanser twice. You guys know my cleanser is Purity Made Simple from Philosophy. So I'm wasting twice the amount of cleanser to be saving what, like $8 on my cleansing balm that I use, say Pharmacy or Clinique. So I'm not saying that the price per ounce are equal, or I'm not saying that each container of the ones that I use are the same amounts, but just an overall general concept. If I'm using twice the amount of cleanser to get the clean sensation on my skin, it doesn't seem like a smart financial decision, right? Now, I'll be the first to say that I don't make smart financial decisions when I like beauty products. I get what I like. C+ maybe for a first impression, because maybe you wash your face with a muslin cloth or a washcloth, or maybe you use really hot water, or maybe you do a different cleanser than I do, and maybe on the first go around that cleanser removes everything. See all the factors, how they play a part. So first impressions aren't necessarily always the right way to go with a product because there's so many different factors. Now, I know I'm not going to be using a different cleanser. I know that's my cleanser, that's my go-to. I'm not a washcloth user for my face. If anything, I'll use a muslin cloth when I'm rinsing off a clay mask. You guys, if you haven't used a muslin cloth with a clay mask, you're missing out on life. Side note, I'm squirrely. Y'all know what it is. It's the end of the night. It's even worse. It just gets progressively worse throughout the day. So, yeah, do you see how there's so many different factors that could play a part? So if I were to rate this, I would give it like a 7 or a C+. I'm not going to use it again. I'm going to find someone else that maybe could get a better use out of it. So like I said, I know the cleanser I'm going to use. I know the temperature of the water I use to wash my face, which is always cold. I know I use eye makeup remover, and I know that it's always going to be Purity Philosophy Made Simple. That's going to be my cleanser. I'm going to use the Foreo. That's my routine. Old habits, you guys. Like I'm a creature of habit. I was gonna say animalito de costumbre, which is creature of habit in Spanish. Yeah, so because all of those are the puzzle pieces of my life, unfortunately this little guy isn't gonna be a part of the picture. So I will list and link it in the description box below in case you guys want to try it. I mean, for $10, and if you can get it on sale and you can use a coupon or there's a sale at the store, whatever, it might be worth checking out. Plus a lot of stores have amazing return policies nowadays. Anyway, so that's my spiel, that's my story. This is my naked face. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. There's some crime TV on right now that I need to watch because that's what I like to watch before bed. Sometimes. I know, it's weird, whatever, we don't need to talk about it. I love you guys so much! And you know what to do if you found this video useful, entertaining, and learned something. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye guys!